Welcome back to the Burns and Ferrall kitchen. I hope you've been enjoying our videos. So today I'm going to be doing a sticky date pudding with a salted caramel sauce.
So here I've got my self-rising flour, my eggs, brown sugar, dates, my butter, water, and my baking soda. So first we're going to whisk our butter and brown sugar in our KitchenAid. Now we want to make sure that this butter is at room temperature so we can aerate this as much as possible. So while our butter and sugar are whisking away, I'm just cutting up my dates. I've also got my water on the pot here on our induction stove top. Once it's up to a roaring boil, I'm going to add my dates. Next I'm just going to sprinkle in my baking soda and just give that a good mix. I'll leave this to stand for the next 10 or so minutes just so our dates can break down. Back to my butter and sugar mixture, I'm just going to add my eggs in one at a time to make sure it's nicely incorporated. Next I'm going to add in my self-raising flour into my mixture. So I've made sure to sift this before I added it in, and I'm just going to gently fold it using a rubber spatula. Back to my dates, I'm just going to give them a quick blend with my Samick stick blender. To finish this mixture off, I'm just going to scrape in my date puree into my cake batter and just give that a gentle fold until it's nicely incorporated. I've lined my 1/3 gastronome pans with some baking paper and I'm just going to put my mixture into these. Into the RATIONAL SelfCookingCenter, I'm going to select the bakery icon and then I'm going to select sponge cake. I've selected with a core temperature probe so that our RATIONAL SCC will intelligently monitor our cooking process from start to finish. The RATIONAL is now prompting us that it has reached optimal temperature. We are now ready to bake. Once I load my sticky date pudding, I'm going to insert the core temperature probe. It doesn't matter where in the RATIONAL I put my puddings. Through the intelligence of the high density control function built into the RATIONAL SelfCookingCenter, they will all cook consistently. Once I close the door, the cooking process will begin and it will prompt me when it's done. Now while that's baking, we can get onto our salted caramel sauce. Here I weighed out my sugar, my water, my cream, my butter, flaky sea salt, and I've got my Ferrall vanilla extract. Into my pot I'm just going to add my water and my sugar, and I'm just going to cook this out until it's a nice golden colour. Next I'm going to pour in my cream, and we're just going to whisk this together until it's nicely combined. At this stage I'm going to turn my heat off and then add in my flaky sea salt. Now once it's come nicely together, we're going to slowly emulsify our butter. I'm going to finish the sauce off with our Ferrall vanilla extract. Now you can use as much or as little as you like of this, it's totally up to you. Our sticky date puddings are now finished and now we're just going to take it out of the RATIONAL. You can see here that they're all beautifully golden brown, all the same colour. Now I'm just going to portion up our date pudding. You can cut these however you like. I'm just going to cut them into nice rectangle shapes. You can see here how nice and fluffy and bouncy our cakes came out. This is a great takeaway option. It's simple to make and it travels really well. A warm, comforting dessert for a cozy night in.